and welcome to the mandatory commentary video of this Spiral Abyss. Spiral Abyss 4.5 to be exact. So yeah, since this is a commentary video, I will be going in depth into every single thing on floor 11 and floor 12 and, well, commentate my voice over all my Abyss runs. So yeah. So the teams I used for floor 11 is the Raiden Aggravate team, or Aggravate Click In, or well, whatever you want to call it. And then we have, in the second half, we have the Navia Double Pyro team. So yeah, it's your standard Navia team with the Raiden Aggravate with Kazuha. So yeah, everyone knows, or everyone already knows how good those teams are, so I don't really have to delve into them specifically. But yeah, well, without any further ado, let's just get this started. So, on the first half, we have the Hilly Churls and the Meta Churl, the Rock Meta Churl. So yeah, it's not really that bad. I mean, look at this. It's literally just a mob fight. So, just bring your best teams and go ham. You can even take advantage of the Leyline disorder, or the Abyss disorder, which is 75% geo damage, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you can take advantage of the geo damage bonus that you get on this floor, and then you can basically wreak havoc with any geo team you want. You can run Ito, you can run the new character Chiori with her sub DPS things. She's able to do a bunch of damage there. You can run Navia, who is extremely broken too. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what you bring on floor 11, because all you really need to do is just nuke everyone down. So yeah. And for the second half of floor 11, chamber 1, we have the shrooms. And then after the shrooms, you have to deal with the crab, a seahorse, and the sea hare, which all have shields. So you know what that means? You have to run elements, but you don't have to if you are running a Geo team. So yeah, this floor is definitely catered to Geo teams, hence the Leyline buff that you get on the floor 11. So yeah, you can run a Geo team, or you can run corresponding elements. Anemo is pretty good to deal with the shields. You can run any other element that isn't those types of elements, so you can just run Pyro to counter the Cryo Shield. You can run Cryo to deal with the Electro Shield, and you can run Hydro to deal with the Pyro Shield. So yeah, but it really doesn't matter. Just bring your best nukers. That's basically it. And same here for the first half of Chamber 2. You have the Beasts, which are the Liyue enemies in the new Liyue map. And then we have 2 mechs, or like the mechs. So yeah. So these are pretty easy to deal with. I know they love to jump around and attack you a lot, but it really isn't all that bad. I would say that, but I haven't seen them in floor 12 yet, or we haven't even seen one in floor 12 yet. So yeah, I can't really judge too much, but they look easy enough to deal with. So yeah. And well, you have to deal with these 2 mechs afterwards, after dealing with the beasts, and they are pretty easy too. You fought mechs in the overworld in Fontaine. You also fought mechs in Spiral Abyss. It's been, what, like 5 versions since these mechs have been introduced, so yeah, really not that bad. And then second half, you have these 2 annoying enemies. Remember these guys in Sumeru? In the Sumeru Spiral Abysses, where they literally give you no chance to breathe? Well, here they are in floor 11, so, well, these guys are as annoying as ever, but they don't have that high HP pool because they are in floor 11. So yeah, but you have to deal with the beast and the vulture, and well, these things are really tanky and they have really high damage output, so you definitely want to protect yourself and have any countermeasures on their damage, whether it be healing or having yourself a really good shield. So that is why I ran the Navia team here, because Navia has both the shields and the damage to out damage them. So yeah, but that is basically it for Chamber 2. Again, I will say it again, just bring your best teams. But for floor 3, definitely on the first half, or I mean floor 3, Chamber 3, definitely on the first half, don't bring a Hydro character, because these guys resist Hydro. Just bring anyone else other than the Hydro characters. So you can just run Electro, Pyro, Cryo, or Animo, anything that can react to Hydro, you should be fine because you're able to get free reaction damage, as you see there. They literally got deleted by Raiden. So yeah. And then the second half, we have mechs. I really don't have to tell you guys how to deal with mechs because if you, well, played Fontaine before, then you should know how to deal with mechs. So yeah. But, I'm about to finish up right here. As you see here, Navi is about to do like a bajillion damage to this mech. Kablam, there we go. So yeah, that's basically it for floor 11. Not really that bad. So yeah. But now it's time to talk about floor 12, so let's transition to that. Alright, so here we are with floor 12. So for floor 12, it's really, really interesting because there are several mechanics in the game that you have to know. So one, there is an enemy in the second half of Chamber 3 that you need to worry about right there. The Veteran Arithmetic Enhancer Mech, which is a Fontaine local specialty. So yeah, if you haven't fought this thing before, then well, good luck trying to fight this thing here because it has the same mechanics as it has in the local legend. So just be ready. But as for the teams I use the Unga Bunga Hyper Bloom team, literally like one of the best damage dealing teams in the game. And then I ran the standard Navia double Pyro team, which is her best team in the game. So yeah. But here we go. Here is Chamber 1. The first half has these Breachers and then a Pyro Abyss Mage. Once you deal with those, you have to deal with 2 Operatives, which are really annoying. So if you have fought these Operatives before, then you shouldn't be a stranger to what they do. I'm pretty sure they aren't local specialties, but I think they probably are because they have their name. They have their own names, as you see there. Nina, and then Yevgenia. Or, I can't pronounce that. Yevgenia? Yeah, Yevgenia. There we go. So, yeah. You have Yevgenia and then Nina. I'm pretty sure these are local legends. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, this is the first time, I think, in Abyss history where they actually put, local specialties. I'm not sure if there's any other versions that put local specialties in Abysses. But I think this is the first. Correct me if I'm wrong again. Sorry, guys. But, yeah. As for the strategy for the first half, bring your best teams, literally. You can bring a Hydro character to deal with the Pyro Abyss Mage, and then deal with something, or deal with the Dendro people, the Dendro Breacher, but it's not really that bad. Just bring your best teams. And as for the second half, you could basically run Electro Pyro because it's the Jade Plume Terror Shroom, everybody! Yay! Our favorite! Jade Plume Terror Shroom is back. Just bring Electro or Pyro and you should be fine. You can either trigger its Berserk mechanic where it goes into a Fury state if you affect it with Electro, or you can use Pyro where it does literally nothing. So yeah, choose what method you want to deal with the Jade Plume Terror Shroom and you should be fine. So yeah, basically it's just nuke them down. And that literally is it for Chamber 1. So yeah. And as for Chamber 2, this, in my opinion, is the hardest chamber in this floor. So yeah. So the first half, you have to deal with annoying specters. You know how annoying these specters are if you have fought them before. They love to explode a lot, and they love to do a lot of damage to you, and they love to waste your time too, because once you get them to 0 HP, they don't disappear, they explode. So yeah, you have to wait a bit for that. Afterwards, you have to deal with these annoying flowers, these Whopper flowers who love to dig underground. So yeah, deal with them as quickly as possible. And on top of that, after you deal with the Whopper flowers here, you have to deal with the husks. So if you guys don't know what the husk mechanics are, you cannot, and I repeat, do not bring a shield character. Unless it's like a periodic shield character like Baiju who gets rid of his shield like every now and then. Because if one of the husks deals damage to you, if you are protected by a shield, their mechanic hits. So you don't want to trigger their mechanics. So yeah, just bring your best possible team that isn't a shielder, and then just go ham. Go ham. And then next up, we have the Perpetual Mechanical Array. This thing is literally like in every single Fontaine Abyss, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he appears a lot in Abysses. So yeah, this guy is pretty easy too. He just loves to attack, and then once you get it to a certain amount of HP, which is under 50 HP, then it does its second thing where it splits off into multiple parts, and then you have to deal with the part that is glowing, aka having the sigils around it. Once you deal with that, you're able to nuke them down like usual. Afterwards, just nuke down the part that is highlighted. Once you do that, it gets stunned, and then that's your chance to attack. So yeah, right here, as you see here, I didn't get really lucky with crits with Navia, but I was still able to deal enough damage to where it's able to go to its second phase without having to be over 50 HP. So yeah, but sometimes the Perpetual Mechanical Array does that, where it's able to go to its second phase without you ever nuking down its HP. So yeah, but I did the standard way, just nuke it down before until he is able to just do this. But yeah, as you see here, I was able to deal with that mini part, so now he is out for the count, and it's your chance to attack. So yeah, there's the Perpetual Mechanical Array. If you fought this thing before, it's pretty easy. So yeah, really nothing to talk about here. And now it's time to talk about Chamber 3. So if you already see a pattern here, yeah, so the first half is mob fights. The second half is, well, a boss rush. So yeah, but they change it up here in Chamber 3, where they throw you the Dirige of Coppelia, where it is the Animo dancing duo. It's not the Cryo one, it's the Animo one. So, you can run the Numa reaction, where you're able to just attack it and then it does the reaction-based mechanic. Or you could be like me and then nuke him down in like a minute. Yeah, you could do the Unga Bunga Hyper Bloom method, which is what I did. So yeah, there you go. There is the Coppelia down in like less than a minute. And then we have enough time here to deal with this local legend, the Enhancer Mech. So I guess I could go into greater detail on how this thing works. So you want to take down its shield, whether it be Geo attacks, charge attacks on certain characters, claymores. You can run plunging teams. It doesn't really matter what you do, just take down its shield. Also, it's able to do shockwave attacks, so make sure you jump over those. So yeah, but its main gimmick is just you jump over this this guy's attacks once its shield is down. Once you do that, you just deal damage to it as much as possible while avoiding his attacks. But if you are running a shield team, basically any Geo team, you can basically nuke this thing down, and then you can literally go up to its face and do as much damage as you possibly can. Literally, it can't do anything about it because, well, your shield is protected. Basically, Zhongli just protects you. And then you're able to just do damage, so you can just avoid the boss's mechanics entirely. So yeah, but that's basically it for floor 12. Again, I'd say this. It's not that bad, but if you are a player who doesn't have that much built teams, then I'm pretty sure you might struggle with this Abyss because, well, you have Chamber 3 with this local legend, the Enhancer Mech, so you have to use a Geo character or characters that can deal with shields. And then you have the Chamber 2, which is just the hardest chamber in this Abyss, with the Specters, the Whopper Flowers, and the Husks, meaning that you can't bring any shield characters in the first half. And then I guess you have the first half of Chamber 1, I guess, with the two operatives. But I'm pretty sure everyone has dealt with them. So the only new enemies here is just the Enhancer Mech, that local legend. So yeah, if you don't know how to deal with the local legend, then make sure you fight it yourself to know its mechanics. So yeah, but that's basically it. That is it for the commentary video. Hopefully you find it helpful. So yeah, but anyways, hope you guys like the video. If you do like it, make sure to like it down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Any amount of support is greatly appreciated. It helps me fuel my passion for Genshin. So thank you guys so much for supporting my passion. The more support, the better. So thank you guys so much for letting me continue to make Genshin videos. Also, comment down below. What do you think of this Spiral Abyss? You think it's easy? You think it's hard? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching this Spiral Abyss commentary video. And I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.